beautiful souls. It's Brooke. How's it going? Are y'all doing good? What is today? Today's Friday. The holidays kind of have me a little screwed up with what day it is, but today is Friday. Happy Venus Day. How are y'all doing? Are y'all doing good? Let me tell you what. I've had a lot of downloads coming in just preparing for this Capricorn new moon and the significance of all the nines, which I'm going to be sharing in my Capricorn moon lunation cycle. I hate this bridge. It's so skinny. Anyway, the dam's right there. Y'all can't see it, but anyway, there's the dam. So, with this Capricorn new moon lunation cycle, holy smokes, y'all, New Year's Eve is going to go off with a bang. Literally with a bang. And so I have been really asking my guides, what is the best way to work with this energy so we're not feeding more of what we don't want, right? And we're feeding more of what we do want. And the biggest thing about this Pluto and Aquarius energy is the fact that there's a lot of fear being brought up to the surface, okay? Fear of war, fear of losing everything, fear of towers, fear of death, fear of endings, fear of you name it, okay? You name it. Fear of whatever, right? And so for me, when I am triggered with fears, okay, and I feel the need to run from this fear, I feel the need to protect my fear, and a lot of this is connected to past lives, okay? And so that memory of that experience stays in our soul, okay, which our soul is in our body. That's where the blueprint of that memory resides. And when that memory is activated, that's where all of the triggers of the fears will come from. So one of the biggest things that I have been working on, because the last 5 to 6 years, I've had to hit a lot of fears head on, okay? And some of those fears have been connected to being seen, literally posting my face online, okay? Being seen by people. Fear of being called crazy if I tell people what I see coming, because, you know, I did this in 2020 and everybody was like, Brooke's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and 4 years later, boom, she wasn't cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs after all. And then, like, I had to overcome the fear of communicating with the dead, and many people will say that you can't do that, it's not possible, you shouldn't do that, it's in the Bible, yada yada yada. Some of us don't have a choice in the matter, and people really shouldn't say those things unless you talk to people firsthand and you know in detail what that person has gone through. You need to keep your mouth shut, because you're causing more harm than good, okay? You are no better than what you think you're doing, truly, when you tell people that. So I've had to overcome that. I also had to overcome, you know, just the whole being labeled schizophrenic and being able to communicate with the dead, and also overcome labels connected to me stepping in my divine work. Now, what's really cool, okay, if anybody's gonna know Pluto and how Pluto works, you talk to a Scorpio, talk to an 8th house person. They're gonna tell you, okay, because that's a lot of where we reside, right? So when you hit those fears head on, literally hit them head on, and you say fear is a liar, okay, and you overcome that fear, you truly unlock ancient wisdom and knowledge for the next level. It is our job to overcome those fears. It is our job to truly push through those fears head on. And one of those fears, and I've always been very open about it, I don't like communicating with the dead. I don't like it. I can do it. I don't like it. I keep that door shut. Okay? And this goes back to my grandfather. And anybody has heard my story about my grandfather, you know, he tormented me and my children after he died because he showed up in the house where my grandmother was at. She was with us, okay? And I knew she was with us. I was okay with her being there. He was the one that I had a problem with because he's actually a demon spirit, okay? And I've tried to educate my mother on this, but she doesn't want to hear it. She doesn't want to see it because she acts a lot like him. That's neither here nor there. It is what it is. So back to the whole point. I did not want to communicate with any of them. No, I don't want to do this. Plus, I was indoctrinated big time with religion too. So once I overcome that fear of religion, once I overcome the fear of being called crazy, once I overcome all of these obstacles, and that's what Pluto's there to do, is to push you to the limit, to overcome what it is that you're meant to overcome so you can step on the next level. Pluto is there to be the force, to be like, you're not going in the right direction. We're going to do this right here and we're going to redirect you. So, New Year's is going to be, it's going to go off with a bang. Y'all, it's going to go off with the bang. It's going to go off with a bang. It's going to go off with a bang. Literally. Okay? Stay tuned for my Capricorn lunation cycle. I've received a lot of downloads that I've been asked to share, so I will be. However, I just really wanted to talk to you guys about Pluto. Pluto in Aquarius. Now, we have Saturn and Pisces taking notes of who's actually done the work and passed the spiritual test. Okay, there's been a lot of spiritual bypassing when it comes to the spiritual community. So if you are not truly doing the work, towers are going to come because Pluto's going to be like, yeah, well, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. A lot of the lessons that we were meant to learn is deeply connected to war. If you can't put that together outside of us, you're seeing it, right? The collective humanity has learned that lesson. The lesson needs to be learned with our leaders, okay? That's coming. Stay tuned. It's going to come. It's going to happen. But I really just wanted to talk about this. And let me just say, I have something big coming in a few days that I'm going to be recording, and I can't wait to share, and I hope it's pretty awesome and fantastic, because in order to overcome my fear, I'm actually going to go ghost hunting with all of the equipment. We're going to use my gifts, their gifts, and we're going to see what happens. And I am so excited. Can't wait. But anyway, stay tuned. I don't know how else to prepare you all for it. However, just know that Pluto's on the side of the people. Truly. The awakening has begun. There's going to be so much brought to light in 2025. It's going to be wild. But I'm setting with it being wild and it being the biggest year of exposure as far as the dark is concerned. Because the light is bringing the heat. So get ready. Alright. I'm going to get in here and do some shopping. I got to get some food. So I just wanted to share this. It was heavy on my heart. And wanted to pause for a moment and share before I went in. I love you all. We'll talk soon. Bye.